Remember Flappy Bird? The Why Is This a Phenomenon in 2014 app for mobile devices was a pretty huge deal for some reason. Thankfully, this is nothing to do with that. Flappy, or Floppy, oh dear, is a series of largely Japan-exclusive games by developer DB Soft, in the Eggerland vein. It featured on several home computers in the early to mid-80s, but lay somewhat dormant for at least 5 years until this port came out. There are 160 levels. That's a lot of game, but there's a simple 4-character password and unlimited continues to help get you through. The aim of each stage is to push a particular flashing rock onto a flashing platform. You do so by filling holes and crushing or otherwise circumventing obstacles such as gaps and enemies. Often you need to push blocks halfway across other ones to create a kind of bridge that allows you to transport the important block to otherwise unreachable places. The rocks respond to gravity, but Flappy doesn't. You can flap, I guess, back up. This doesn't make a lot of sense, seeing as how Flappy is actually a mole, not a bird. But I'm not here to justify physics in a cartoon video game. Hell, I'm still trying to work out why a mole would care about rolling a flashing boulder onto a plinth. I guess it's about as purposeful as pushing crates onto designated squares in a warehouse. More on that again shortly. You can only push rocks, you can't pull, so be wary of getting them stuck in corners. Occasionally you can collect a mushroom. There are enemies walking around that you can make sleep by hurling the mushrooms at them. This can stop them hurting you, or allow you to use them as a platform to help solve a puzzle. I think there are only 2 enemies, a crab thing and something that looks like a chick. Chickens are born underground, didn't you know that? The music is chirpy and kind of sweet, and fits the cartoonish feel of the game, although the game does lose out for not using any decent sound effects. Graphically though, everything is cramped. It doesn't need to be, as the brick borders fill at least half the screen. To waste that much space on such a minuscule screen is criminal. Any charm or detail is greatly compromised, which is why the very few things to see in Flappy Special are basically indistinguishable. The most charming thing in the game comes when you beat a level. Flappy walks across the screen and bows to you, saying, "Congratulations." There might be a storyline. It's probably something to do with saving some planet from some evil, all-powerful overlord, which inexplicably has well-organised boulders as its kryptonite. But it probably doesn't matter. Anyway, Flappy Special goes into the well-populated but nonetheless healthy category of puzzle Game Boy game, and it's not bad at all. Looks aren't everything, and I'll probably never finish it, it's such a long game. You'll probably have to import it, but it shouldn't be too expensive, it's a common game in Japan. Give it a go.